One fine morning, at a house near Kajang, a man with a gentleman's mustache lays on his bed and stares on the wall. He shows his hand into his pocket for his handphone and checks through his media account. Everything was filled with his friends in relationships. He sighs. He sees the man putting the box on his front porch, and as the man turns around, he smiles awkwardly. He sees the man putting the box on his front porch, and as the man turns around, he smiles awkwardly. The door behind Mr. Ram opens and Romi slowly tilts his head to the side. His eyes becomes bigger as he sees the pretty girl walks out of the door. Without hesitation, Romi sprints to the girl, kneeling down and holding her hand. Romi turns around and he sees Mr. Ram already beginning to build a wall. Romi paces and walks around his room, thinking very hard. He sprints to his table. From day to night and night to day to night and night to day, he draws out his plan. He climbs up the wall, and as he reaches the top, Mr. Ram's face appeared. Second plan, he brings all of his toolbox to the wall. The wall broke open a hole, and Romi realizes that it was a maze. So he ran around and around super fast to find the exit to Julie's house. He finally sees an exit and sprints to it. He jumps out from the hole and realizes he only got back to his own house. Romi starts to dig a hole all the way from his house to Julie's house. Finally, he pops out his head from the underground and sees a house. He happily jumps out, but then he looks to his side and sees an angry-looking dog. He runs as fast as he can as the dog chases him around. He jumps from one house to another, and when he finally got away from the dog, he stops and takes a breather, extremely exhausted. He looks up and finally he's at Julie's house. He smiles very happily, but then the dog chases him around the house again and again. Romi runs and screams out loud. Mr. Ram sighs and looks at Julie. Outside his house, Mr. Ram stops his dog from chasing Romi. Romi, after seeing the dog has stopped chasing him, He fell to the ground, breathing really hard, sweating buckets of sweat. Romi's eyes becomes heart shapes as he sees Julie. Romi and Julie hugs and giggles happily. Romi then faces Julie as Julie's eyes shine while looking at Romi. Romi's hand slowly hooks the face mask and slowly pulls it down. Romi imagines all the beautiful faces of Julie behind that mask. But when the mask was pulled all the way down, Julie's real face exposed a really ugly girl. Romi shrieks loudly and Julie hugs him tighter than ever. Romi was filled with regrets of all his wasted effort and he cries in agony.